Welcome to a One Finite Planet EV video on the BYD Tech Drive Day. The day has three experiences: off-road on the Shark, circuit drives in current showroom vehicles, drift track experiences in upcoming products. Plus, there are showcases of the upcoming products and the U9 supercar, hospitality, with children's activities throughout the day on Wednesday, live entertainment by a DJ other days, although I didn't really notice that much, but complimentary barista coffee served all day, which I certainly did notice, and experts on products, technology, and further information. I chose off-road in the Shark as my first experience. You don't get to drive, but are instead allocated a driver with experience driving the Shark off-road, which is the best solution in limited time, as it would take some hours getting familiar and learning the limits to be able to have a similar experience as the driver. It also allows the driver to provide an explanation of the vehicle for those unfamiliar. Not a perfect explanation, but not bad. Although there were some errors, it's hard to sum up all the information of the tech of the Shark, see the link below, in so little time. For the demonstration, the Shark is equipped with standard highway tyres at standard pressures, which is impressive for the demonstration and does mean drivers could manage more just by lowering tyre pressures. First, there was a demonstration of banking angle, which did reach 45 degrees while remaining very stable. And then some quite uneven terrain to showcase the smoothness of the all-independent suspension.
See the independent suspension. So a lot of utes in this class they've usually got struts in the front and a live beam axle in the rear. This has got double wishbone all round. Now there's pros and cons to every suspension setup, but I think the pro of double wishbone is what we're experiencing here. So as you just witnessed, our rear right wheel is at least half a metre off the deck, but when it comes down, you only just feel it land. Whereas in a lot of other off-roaders, it would be a significantly less comfortable experience.
Then a hill descent under constant throttle to demonstrate constant speed during descent. Some hill climbs while showing off the underbody camera.
That's a little bit sharp. Now let's assume that was a very, very sharp and aggressive rock and I was worried that it was going to puncture a tyre. This is where the off-road cameras are their own, because I can choose to put the rock down the belly of the car and not puncture a tyre.
Which did get steep near the crest. Then a second run of the bowl. Then hill descent control. And even the steepest available climb with deep ruts. on a pause and restart during the climb.
K's an hour, you guys can stick behind me. I'm the lead driver up front here. Strictly no overtaking in this one, guys, so I don't want you guys to do any overtaking. Just sticking behind me, keeping nice and sedate, and a chance for you guys to get a feel for the tech in all the cars, how they handle, what they feel like, the comfort of them, that kind of thing. So when you guys are ready, put on the brakes, put the car to drive, and we'll head out onto the circuit. Let's do it.
Next, as you can see, I chose the Sea Lion 7 for the track drive. As with other cars, it was the performance model. Although, as you can see, while you are on a track, it was effectively all about following a safety car with one burst of acceleration.
Alright guys, looking really good. Good job. What we're going to be doing now, we're going to head through this chicane here, so the short circuit, so just following me. And once we're on the other side of the chicane, what we're going to do is a bit of an acceleration test. So give us a little bit of space on the exit of the chicane here, but we're going to accelerate up from about 45 kilometres where we are now, around about 100. So I'm just going to bunch you guys up a little bit, and then sort of one at a time, we can accelerate up to 100 k's an hour. So take off from about 45 up to 100, get a feel for the acceleration of all your cars. Once you reach 100, I want you guys to jump back on the brakes for me, and bring it back down to around 60 kilometres an hour. Yep, so you can go for it, yep. Each car can follow now, that's enough space between each car so you guys can follow through, yep. Good job.
Not exactly a track day, but while accelerating to 100 may not be possible on most test drives, the available vehicles are ones you can take on a test drive.
Guys, good driving, good driving. Alright guys, gonna head back to pit lane. Your options now are to line up and pick another car to have a drive off. Or you can have a go at the brake and swerve demonstration where you jump in the passenger seat with some of our instructors. Or you can grab a wristband and head off to another activity, completely up to you guys. But thanks for coming, great driving, well done.
There was a bit of a queue, so for me, one drive was sufficient.
You guys can put the park brake on, leave the cars running, and you can jump out. Thank you very much, great driving.
Next, the third experience, the Z9 GT and the B5 on the skid pad. It's a good brake test.
It's a good brake test. And say I've already had the screen up. Say I've overshot the corner now and don't want to do a 3-point turn. I'll use our pivot turn. So we've got full 360 degrees in both directions here we can use. I'm going to do it to about there. So I just take my feet off the pedals. All I need to do is hold the steering wheel where it is and the car will do the rest for us. So because it's a tri-motor, one electric motor in the front, two in the rear, and they're basically spinning the wheels in opposite directions to rotate us on the spot like a tank would.
Yeah. Compass turn, isn't it? The compass turn and the crab walk are both party tricks of the Z9.
Stuff, so
Yep.
Don't know everything, unfortunately.
Look at the wheels. Good picture.
Alright. And now I'll demonstrate our little crab walk for you guys. So using our 4-wheel steering here basically allows us to move sideways across the road like a crab would. Allows us to take a bit of a shallower approach to gaps if we've got walls on either side of us, don't have room to swing out and into something. That's where something like this would work.
Oh, okay.
And now if I demonstrate quickly how we can use our pivot turn in a parking scenario. So if I just get the nose of the car in, somewhere there, go back to that, use the line as a reference. And this car does have auto park features as well, which will do the exact same thing as what I've just done here, but it's a lot quicker for me to do it manually, just to demonstrate.
See how you're on the line? Will it set you back, go back a bit as well, or not?
Yeah.
You have to...
Yeah, so if we're in the automatic part, you'd be exactly center in the line there. But because I'm doing it manually, it's a bit easier to misjudge.
That's all right.
The sad thing is, we don't get the DI, the newest system of the cameras and sensors.
Not yet.
Is it coming? Then on to what is in China, the Fengcheng Bao 5, and slated to be marketed as Denza B5 in Australia.
The key features we're going to focus on our way over to the Iron Summer will be mountain mode that we're currently in, as well as the 360-degree transparent God Eye camera. So the mountain mode will just help with the torque delivery. So these are still all my throttle inputs. It will just regulate and give us what's needed to get up here nice and smooth. The God's Eye camera will help us because we'll be losing our vision of the circuit, and we still want to see what's underneath us and what's ahead of us. So as we go up, we start to lose our vision right about now, and so that's where this comes into play, so we can still see where we are. Now I get it to stall right here. As I squeeze onto full throttle, you can see that it takes off nice and smoothly. So it's just delivering what's needed to get up here without making it into a jump. Now as we come down, I'll let you guys know that these things run on an active airbag suspension, so therefore we do have adjustable ride height control. We also get a real nice light and fluffy ride to the driver and passenger, but there's still the strength and rigidity that the chassis needs to support itself. So we test it over what I'm calling Parramatta Road right here. So yeah, nice and smooth. Teeth are still in our heads. When we get up onto the 20-degree side ramp, just pay attention to the right camera. It will automatically change views right about now to show us what's most important. So it believes that the corners and the sides are what's needed to focus on right here, and then as we come back down, it will shift back into the front view. As we get into the moguls, yep. Now we'll get this thing to balance on two wheels, so right about now, we're just sitting on the front left and right rear, and it just levels itself out. You can give it a big shake and she's not going anywhere.
Next stop, the showcased products, which notably did not include the BYD Seagull or any other BYD branded products, but instead were all products expected to be branded in Australia as Denza. The D9 DMI and Z9 GT DMI and EV, and the 2 and 3 row B5 and B8, which are both off-road capable SUVs based on the DMO platform, as also used in the BYD Shark. Still an EV hybrid like DMI, but with a mostly used as a generator combustion engine turned north-south to fit better within a ladder frame, and some additional off-road oriented tweaks. Denza began as a JV between BYD and Mercedes, but BYD has since taken full ownership, and while in China BYD products are sold by independent dealers, Denza products are sold directly by BYD. The Tech Drive Day was largely staffed by EV Dealer Group, but there was no clear answer on how Denza products would be sold in Australia, and some ambiguity as to timeframes when they would arrive, although some suggestions they could arrive in just a couple of months. In a variation for this channel, I've kept this video light on technical details because that's how the day was. But I do have in-depth information on these vehicles available. If anyone is interested, please comment.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.